We welcome to the show now Mountain Grove head football coach Dan Swafford. Coach Swafford, thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Coach, big win tonight. You get back-to-back shutout wins. Tell us about tonight's game, 54-0 over Kabul.
Well, it was just a game of two towns that are right next to each other, and so it's always a rivalry. My kids came out and played well, came right out of the gates and just went down and scored a couple times, and so it just kind of gave us a lot of momentum, and we were able to do what we do, and kids were very physical, and so I was just happy with our execution and the competitiveness of our team, and that's just kind of how it went. Guy wasn't, I don't have a big long story. We just played solid football tonight.
Coach, talk about what you feel like you're doing really well right now. This is your first year there at Mountain Grove. You're not unfamiliar with that conference. What are some things that you're doing well right now, and maybe some things that you got to shore up here as you head into districts?
Oh yeah, we got plenty to shore up. That's for sure. But with that said, kids are, they're playing hard and they're competing. They're playing physical, and so that's the best thing we're doing to our defensive squad is just, they're just doing things that they need to do to keep people out of the end zone and just playing hard-nosed football. That's the best thing we're doing right now. Offensively, we've still got some things to work out, and although I do see progress, we still have a long ways to go there, and just executing, what we do and the flex bone and that type of thing. It just takes time, and we got guys that are, learning the whole system, and they get better every week, but, we still have a long ways to go.
Coach, did you come out of tonight's contest relatively healthy other than just normal football, bumps and bruises?
Yeah, we did all right. We did all right. We had, most of our kids just played a half, and so we didn't risk that situation, because it's always an issue in high school football, especially small town USA. And you gotta be careful with that. And you want those kids to get better, but you also want them for the next big game you have.
Coach, what's it like going back into that conference in a different school?
Well, you know what, it's different, and it's a place. Well, I'm from Mountain Grove, so it's home to me. But I have lots of roots here, and I know a lot of players and coaches from different towns. And man, I just it's neat being back in high school football. It's my passion. It's what I do, and I enjoy doing that. One of the great things about this area is football's important, and it doesn't make any difference if you got guys that are 0-10 or 10-0. Man, those communities, it's important to them that you represent them well. Mountain Grove's a football town, and they want you winning, and so we're trying our best to keep them happy, and I want to please them, and I know that these boys want to do that too, but we also know that it's such a process in building a program to where you want it. Hey, there was already a good foundation here, so it's nothing like that. It's not something I'm just coming up with. I think God just put me here to keep it going, and that's what we're going to do. Is we're just going to keep working hard.
Coach, you've got a Liberty Mountain View team next week who is I'm not sure what they did tonight, but they were 3-1 going into tonight. What do you know about them, and are they so similar to what you remember?
Yes. Oh yes. They're they do what they do, and they run the ball well, they pass the ball well, they're very athletic, and they're very physical, and they do things good there. They came away with a win, and they've got a good squad, and they had a big win last week when they beat Ava, and so man, it's going to be we're looking forward to that game with them, because it's a big game. We just got beat by Ava, and it was a great ball game. It came right down to the end, but man, they just got us, but the next week they were able to get them. So, it gave us a chance for a possible conference title or a share of that title. And so, we're just going to get ready for them and, make that a great night of football. Man, I love being in that big game. That's a passion that I have. Man, I just love seeing those kids compete, and the communities are, rooting for each other, and it'll be a good one.
When your wardrobe changed, did your rivals change, or are they still the same?
Well, you got your community rivals, and then you got your personal rivals. And so, at Mountain Grove here, we're everybody's rival, and always have been. I mean, when I went to high school here, everybody wanted to beat us, and when I wasn't coaching against them, I wanted to beat them. So it's one of those things. We know we're going to get everybody's best, and now it's our job is to produce a great product and do the best we can each week, play as hard as we can, execute the best we can, and just go have fun. And so rivalries, every week's my rival. Whoever we're playing, that's the rival I have. And so, we're going to go down and we're going to try to find another win. That's the next goal.
I know what you're going to be doing tomorrow. You're going to be paying attention to that Evangel game.
I will. I'll be driving to Ottawa, Kansas, and watching those boys play. Man, I love watching my son play. I love watching all those guys. They're all kind of like they became my kids too, And I love going there, and they just I'll hear somebody from the field. Hey, there's Coach Swafford. I love that, giving hugs and high fives and stuff. And they got a great program, and Coach Epplin and the guys there do a great job of coaching. And so, yeah, we'll be rooting them on. That's for sure.
What was it like last weekend to sit through the rain delay, and then just have to go home and not get to play?
Well, it's not good. At least we wasn't, 7 or 8 hours away. I've been in that situation. A couple years ago, we went up to Iowa and played a game where that did happen, and it's tough. But no, it's one of those things. It just happens. There's nothing you can do about it.
Very good. Well, Coach Swafford, as always, it's good to catch up with you. I used to kind of hang around the Evangel office there when you were there and visit with Coach Heppel a little bit. And, always look forward to visiting with you. But congratulations on the win. And really over the last 2 weeks, you had a rough start, but you played really good teams.
Yes, we did. Yeah, it's a tough 3 weeks. It really was. And we're battle tested, because of that. And, it's hard to go through, but that when you go through that, you'll come out on the other side a better team. You'd love to get a win or two, but we did. But you know what? We're going to just keep on trying.
At what point, during the season, you're going to start peeking at those district standings? And you guys have got a kind of a screwy district going all the way from Mount Vernon to what Cuba. That's a big district area-wise.
Well, it is, and then, the state of Missouri, how they do that, and they have their own little ways about doing things, and it is what it is, and we're happy to be in what we are, and what we're going to be facing, and so, we just want to go into that situation with a pop in our step, one of the things I think is important for every program is when they hit that district, they're hitting on all cylinders, and they want to keep it going. They want to keep playing it, and they're playing their best football. And my challenge is to get these boys playing the best they can at that point, and keep them going with a lot of energy and desire to want to just get better every weekend into week 10 and week 11. If you just do that, good things are going to happen to you. It just is. And so we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, I was visiting with Coach Cox at Mount Vernon, who I actually played for in high school, and and he told me, he said, "God, we've not played any of those teams in our history here at Mount Vernon." So it's gonna be fun to see some new locations and new teams that you haven't seen before.
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely that's always fun. I think that's fun when you get to see those new schools and they get to see you and you visit new places. I think it keeps it interesting for everybody.
It does indeed. Well, Coach Swafford, as always, it's always great to visit with you, and I hope to do it several more times this year.
Sounds good.
All right, Coach. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for what you do for high school football.
You bet. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right.